an Allied convoy nearing the coast of North Africa. Desperately, the Luftwaffe tries to stop fresh troops and equipment from reaching United Nations forces closing in on Rommel. But the convoy comes through, and more like them, bringing food, ammunition, supplies, troops from England and the United States in a never-ending stream. Attacked by night, and still Allied guns blaze defiance. The wounded come ashore as the Nazi Air Force makes its last attempt to dive-bomb ships waiting to unload. And again, the Luftwaffe is driven off. On the Tunisian front, British engineers render harmless landmines left to cover the German retreat. From the south, the British drive is on in force as Americans push through the central sector. The wreckage of a shattered army lies strewn across the desert. In Africa, the Nazis' days are numbered. United States Army Medical Unit gives a realistic demonstration of the latest forward step in war surgery. Under old methods, much time was lost as doctors probed to find the exact location of a bullet or piece of shrapnel. Now, right to the front line comes portable X-ray equipment, which is set up and ready to function in 8 minutes. In less than 40 seconds, the machine not only locates the foreign body, but registers the exact depth of the bullet beneath the skin. Pictures that save lives. Already the new unit has been sighted for service at the front. President's official home, American headquarters for leaders of the United Nations. Here Mr. Roosevelt lives, working long hours into the night. But when 7 o'clock comes, here is one chap who usually gets his supper direct from the hand of the president. His name is Fala, a 3-year-old Scottie, and the president's only pet. Fala's quite an accomplished dog, and equally fond of his master. A rare and interesting glimpse into the human qualities of the man who is President of the United States. America launches a nationwide campaign to raise funds for the Red Cross. Mrs. Roosevelt and Crown Princess Martha of Norway are among the notables appearing at the New York Madison Square Garden to aid the cause. The huge throng is treated to patriotic entertainment by the world-famous music hall Rockettes. Dramatizing its appeal for funds, the Red Cross stages an impressive pageant as every American contributes freely to these international angels of mercy. The heroic defense of Stalingrad. The Soviet army turning the Nazi 6-month assault into the most ghastly military disaster in German history. high, the beaten Nazis pour from house after house in abject surrender. Hitler's generals give up too, 24, including a field marshal. Here is Lieutenant General von Daniel, commander of the veteran 376th Division. Lieutenant General Sand commanded Hitler's pride, the crack 100th Division that smashed through Belgium and France. Berlin says that German generals never surrender. Germany's Romanian allies. Brigadier General Dimitriu, commander of the 20th Romanian Infantry, suffers the same fate as that of his German colleagues. 5 more Axis generals who failed at the Stalingrad Hitler vowed he'd take. Lieutenant General Schlemmer, whose 14th Tank Corps helped conquer Holland. Lieutenant General von Dreber, whose 297th Infantry invaded Greece. Lieutenant General Rinaldi, medical chief of the 6th German Army. Biggest catch of all, Field Marshal Frederick von Paulus, commander-in-chief of all Axis armies at Stalingrad. Taken to headquarters of General Shumilov for questioning, von Paulus has much to answer for. He is the man who ordered the extermination of every civilian in Stalingrad. Calmly, quietly, General Shumilov reviews von Paulus' record. This is the von Paulus who, 2 months before, threatened the families of his own soldiers with death if one man should surrender. Berlin claimed he was captured only because he was gravely wounded. Actually, a young Red Army lieutenant found him hiding in the basement of a department store and brought him in without a struggle. These also gave up. Cold, starved, emaciated, defeated. Remnants of 22 beaten Nazi divisions. Now they plod toward a Russian prison. Proudly, the red flag flies again over the heroic city of Stalin, as endless lines of Nazi prisoners write the final chapter in the Battle of Stalingrad. Here, the might of the German 6th Army met the courage of a people fighting for life and liberty.